You know what? Just because you actually started a little bit different than most people, right? You started crisscrossing the counties, and most people start in one or the other, and then eventually venture on out. So yeah, talk about that a little bit.
I actually started, and I hate admitting this. I started in a class.
Oh, you took a class.
I did take a class. I'm one of those people. Like I just needed it to like be able to get on
Whose
stage.
class? Maybe give him or her a plug.
The class is called
Pretty Funny Women.
It's called Pretty Funny Women.
No, that's a good class.
Yeah.
All the women I've seen come out of that class, like they've got some tools that other people don't have.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what it is, because honestly, like they don't really tell you how to write jokes. But I think it's that the environment is like really supportive. Like it's all like women, which I think can be intimidating at first. Like I was pretty intimidated because I'm like, oh my god, like it's all women, you know, they're gonna judge me.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just got that vibe. Like I don't know.
I hope I remember. I want to come back to that later, but keep going.
Okay. Yeah, I think it's just me. I was like, oh, you know, like women can be judgy against each other. But it was like really, you know, it was really supportive and. Yeah, at the end you do like a showcase at Flappers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is a great place to do a showcase.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I did that, and it went okay. I mean, it went well.
Yeah.
I think. And then I was.
You
like,
felt. I mean, you got some laughs. I mean, you.
Yeah.
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 And you got a tape out of it. Did you buy the tape? I think it was like $30 or something.
I did buy the tape.
Yeah.
So.
I bought my tape. I'm like, shit. How many times am I going to be? Most of the time, you're in like a crowded bar and you're struggling just to have a place for your camera and hope that nobody knocks it over into a puddle of beer and or piss, whatever. So you felt more self-conscious in front of a bunch of women.
I did.
Than a bunch, because for those who don't know, comedy is usually like a big cock fest. There's just.
It's true.
Like I often joke, like when we're in like a slotted room, like, oh look, it's 8 dicks and a mic, and so and I've been in the Pretty Funny Women room, and I was
you have?
I was lucky just that time Marty Wurst was there. And so I didn't feel so alone, but I definitely felt intimidated the moment I stepped in there. I just felt really out of place. And I'm like, oh shit, I was like, oh shit, this is how women feel most of the time in comedy.
Yeah.
But you,
I mean, I don't know.
The other way. Maybe you're.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I think maybe like I think when I was younger, like I used to be really judgy against other women, or maybe I'm just like friends with women who can be judgy against other women.
Yeah.
So in my mind, I was like, that's how like they're gonna think. About me. So like when I got to the class, I was like really self-deprecating, and it just got weird for a little bit. It was a time of self-discovery. Let's get into it. Let's talk about emotions.
I like that. Let's get emotional with it.
Yeah,
I'll be crying in 5 minutes.
Yeah. Well, drink enough beer and maybe. But
drink enough beer.
Yeah, I don't know. I just felt like. But it didn't end up being like that at all. Like, they were all, like, really cool, really sweet, and, like, I still talk to some of them, so it ended up really going for it. Not gonna, no stopping. What's today? Today Monday? On a Monday. You know what? Fuck it.
He's too busy drinking beer to talk to you.
Got upstaged by a Modelo.
I'm sorry. So you tried out comedy in a class? No, sure. No, that's something I like. It's my one trick because I'm not gonna
Chugging a beer.
having a beer in one thing. That's
You did a really good
a
job.
lot of
at
people
it.
wish they could be like me for that one reason, and you can't.
Maybe. I'm sure there's some
can't.
frat guys out there that might.
You can't. So no, I think the reason is because they were comics. You know, I mean, it's just a different breed of person, and that was my first impression. And I've talked to people about this before. You know who Evan Cassidy is. He's the guy who runs the room downstairs.
Yeah.
Before he did it there, he did it at Anchor Bar. It was less than a year ago, and that was my first experience. And I went there and just I have a burp that's right here, and it's
Me too,
distracting
actually.
me.
I was like, hold back the burp.
But it's gonna come out mid-sentence, and I just have to embrace that.
I got mine out, so.
Yeah, well, mine will come.
I'm sure
there.
I'll have another one.
But yeah, just I remember you just stand out there awkwardly, and I just like was able to get into any and every conversation, and right away I was just like, holy shit, these are my kind of people, and where have they been my entire fucking life? Because I don't know, like when you're a kid, you hang around a bunch of jackasses, right?
Me?
I don't know. Did you? I assume
No.
you hung out with some.
You know, actually, when I was a kid, I didn't really have very many friends. I was homeschooled for a bit.
Oh.
Yeah. So.
That's probably why I find you to be well-adjusted.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Surprisingly.
Because I used to teach music to kids, and
Mm-hmm.
most of them were homeschooled, and they seemed like there it comes.
Oh.
There was no. Usually, I'm good at quieting it. I was
Just
lucky.
went for it.
I was lucky. It was all air. Is all. I think that was it though.
We'll see.
Yeah. That was rough.